Hello, homesteaders. How are you doing? I had a couple of questions in our Facebook group about what is biointensive growing. Biointensive growing is different than traditional growing in a way that you plant your plants close together so they work with you to keep the garden healthier. For example, let me show you. These are my cabbages. This is a 6 foot long plot, and I have 4 cabbage plants and 4 broccoli plants. I planted them at about 12 inches from each other when I planted them in every direction. So if the package says that I should plant every 18 to that's my child there. If the package says that I should plant every 18 to 24 inches, I'm going to plant every 12 inches. And that's because I am keeping the plants closer together. So at maturity, the leaves will cover all the surface of the floor. If you can see there, there's really no space between the leaves of the plants, but each plant has plenty of space to grow. You can see how beautiful the broccoli is growing, and how lovely the cabbages look. So basically, as the plants grow close together, what happens is that they shade the ground. When they shade the ground, they suppress weeds growing, because weeds can't establish when there's plants growing strong already. They also, by shading the soil, they keep moisture. They avoid the ground to get dry. They also protect the soil from the wind and the sun, and they help keep the flora of the microflora of the soil healthier. Here you can see too, I planted my lettuces quite biointensively. They are covering the whole area. Now the thing is this one. Here I have my beets that they are coming along. In this area here that's bare is because I just harvested the plants that I had there. Now the soil is empty, but you can see now the soil is exposed. When I plant more plants there, I'm going to cover all that area, and it's going to protect the soil. I haven't had any problem growing this way. My plants are usually healthy, they are happy, and I get a good harvest. Now, the traditional way of growing plants, in which you leave such large space between your rows, is because that's for large operation farming. In a home garden, there's no need to leave 2 feet between rows, because you can easily just bend over and reach your plants, because it's a smaller space. And this is a better way, in my opinion, to grow your home garden. You can do this with all your plants. I'm going to show you here my potatoes are being grown biointensively today also, and you just plant them closer together. I normally reduce the distance suggested by half. Okay, growing in raised beds also makes this easier. Here you can see my peppers and tomatoes, and in between there's radish these are eggplants here and here. And by the time I harvest the radish, the eggplants are going to be larger, and they're going to be shading the ground. In the meanwhile, I'm using the radish as a ground cover. Okay? Well, I hope this is helpful. I hope this sheds some light regarding what biointensive growing means. You have a wonderful day. Happy gardening.